brightness on an aggravated battery.
How you doing? Thanks for watching. This is George here again with Wicked Warnings, your #1 source for strobe lights for trucks and construction LED safety and emergency warning equipment. Here we have a brand new Transit 350 made by Ford. This particular monster of a van is going to be used as a service truck for a trucking fleet for when they have issues on the road. This will be the repair truck. And what we've got on the front of this is our LED HAW Duo in a HD lens. I recessed them into the grille because first, forward warning on a service truck is definitely secondary. It's not too important. Most of the time it's facing the work being performed. So we went with a simple alternating X pattern double flash in amber. It's not hard to look at. It does its job just fine. And we didn't want to damage the front of the truck here too much. There's really not a lot of room on the front end of these Transits to put lighting. And I'll show you what I mean. So as you can see, I mean, we have that real nice chrome grille. We have some headlights. I looked at the headlights. It didn't really seem effective to put a hideaway in the parking light. It just, it's a fluted lens and it already has a fairly decently bright marker light in there already. And that's a pretty complex, expensive headlight that doesn't necessarily have any good place to drill a hole. So we elected to stay out of that. In regards to the grille, the slots in between are too tight for the Razor and too small for other lights to fit in there, and there's no real place to mount them in between the chrome slots. I guess we could have mounted on the bumper, but what we chose to do was to go into the recesses right here. There's a plastic bezel in the back part of the grille. You can see we did the same on the other side. And basically right there you can drill a 1-inch hole and back mount your high dome LED HAW Duo. Now, if you were ever to take the lights off the van, you would simply have a 1-inch hole there that you could easily fill with a plug of some sort, and you would not be destroying this beautiful, fairly expensive chrome Transit grille. So if you're looking for an easy way to throw a couple lights on the front of your Transit, this is what we came up with. This area here is too small for a TIR3. This is really tight and no good way to mount anything in here. So this is what we chose. And as you can see, it does a nice job at the off-axis warning as well. So I'm very happy with that. Around the back of the van, we have installed our Wayland mini light bar in a 23-inch size in all amber with an amber dome. We've also installed our LED HAW Duo in amber in the reverse housing, and we've also added a red HAW Duo in a lower unused reflector housing. Let me pull it forward and show you. It's a little hard to make out the color on the camera right now. Let's see, maybe if I darken it. Yeah, that'll show you a little bit of red. Basically, the lower is red and the upper is amber. And yeah, definitely washing out the camera. We have our light bar way up there, but it's like 12 feet in the air. So you can't see it unless you back away from the van, which is the point. This van is going to be sitting on the side of highways. So these 4 lights down low for everything medium and lower in size. Your SUVs, your cars, all of your lower traffic that sits down low. The light that we put up here is actually for the other trucks on the highway. And as you get far enough away, you will see that 360 light from the front, the back, all sides. But the primary job of that roof light, being that it's so darn high on top of this vehicle, is to warn the larger vehicles such as semi-trailers, buses, any of the taller vehicles that might have these lights blocked from a smaller vehicle in front of them. So when you're in a tractor trailer and you're blocked by a smaller vehicle and it might cover these lights, you'll still be able to see the light that's on top. So as you can see up here, we've roof mounted our permanent mount 23-inch Wayland mini bar. We've elected to flash the entire bar half on half just to give the most effective punch for warning. We did not want to drill into the third brake light area. We did not want to compromise these doors. We didn't want to do anything stood up on a rack here, rear only, because it does nothing for the front. So now we have a 360 light bar on the roof of this van that you can see from all directions, and you can certainly see from any kind of a larger vehicle like a semi-truck. So as you can hear by Ford's audible warning, the engine's not started, but the key's forward, and we're powering all of this off auxiliary switch number 1 here in this new Transit with only 300 miles on it. By the way, if you're looking for the switch power for those, it's either behind the glove box back there or under the seat, depending on which level of trim your Transit has. The back end of this truck was also completely Linexed. Inside, outside, all the compartments, 100% Linexed all around. And that's because this is going to get a whole build out in the back for service work for big trucks. Thanks again for watching Wicked Warnings. This is George again. Make sure you check the description of the vehicle for individual links of every product, as well as a package to build this entire build. If you happen to have a Transit and you like the way this looks and you have these switches too, you can order the package, one click, and have this entire package just like you like it. Don't forget, you can always choose your color. If red isn't your color or amber isn't your color, we can do any of the 5 safety colors on the hideaways: red, amber, white, blue, green. We can also change the roof color by special ordering if you want a different color roof bar. So thanks again for watching Wicked Warnings, your #1 source for construction safety and emergency equipment. Give us a call, check out our social media, and get with us.